latching, had missing bolts. So, glad to have you with us. And hopefully you'll pick up something. We're going to change what somebody else put in. It's pretty flimsy. I don't know. So we're going to make it much more sturdy. Costs more money, but it'll be sturdier. We're also going to fix this right here because I didn't put my screws right here that are on the ground. We got to put them in and put the doors on. So we'll take you along and show you how we're going to do it. I wish everybody well that has negatives, but I would hope that they understand that what we're doing is trying to help other people to be able to do things. And if you don't like something that I'm doing, I understand that. Take what you can and use it. If you don't learn anything from it, then you need to move to something where you do learn. I'm just hoping to convey to other people, which you are with me, hopefully you learn how, gain confidence on how to do that. This is a Lowe's plastic building, which I did not build. We're going to fix so it is better built. And hopefully we'll learn something together. Alright, so yeah, the 2x4s are not going to carry the weight, but you support them a lot more. These are not full 2x4s, they're like 3-inch. They've been cut down. And then got some wood back there trying to support it, but that's not going to feel good on them. That plastic floor is going to need plywood to sit even all over, so we're going to dispose of this, and so we'll just move this off to the side and take it apart later. Alright, so the first thing I'm doing is I'm lining up the ends of these 2x6s, and I know that this building is 7 foot by 7 foot. Just measured it, and I marked that. And then I marked on this side to say, okay, I'm going to cut on this side. Now, if we would have went to 8 foot, we would have marked right there. And then I want to set back 1 5/8 inches, which if you notice, 1 5/8 inches, and I marked it. But I have a choice here, which end's going to have something less than 2 foot. So what I did was I decided, hey, the front is going to have more action than the back. Probably store stuff in the back. So I started on that end. On 2 foot center should be more than enough, especially with 23/32, which is close to 3/4. I marked my center and then went 3/4 both ways. Marked it, and then 24 5/8 inches to that, 24, which is 48 5/8 inches to that. Mark both sides. Now I have my layout, and that's what you do on a deck or anything else. You got to find your center and then go 3/4 both sides from your edge. That way you have every 2 foot. Then you can come from the one where you've marked the sides of it and then do 2 foot, 4 foot, so on. That's how you want to do your layouts. Allow for yourself to, so that way your board will fall out on 2 foot increments. Alright, so again, 7 foot was the width and from both directions. So I got 7 foot. Now I don't want to cut that at just 7 foot. I have to have a 2x on both sides. So I would go 1 5/8 inches, 1 5/8 inches, which would be 3 1/4 shorter than, which is 84 minus 3 1/4. 3 would be 81, and 1/4 would be 80 3/4. I don't have a speed square here, but you can use your speed square or framing square or any number of other squares, but I have a squared end. So I need to cut this side off. But it's 80 3/4 is what we're looking for, so we'll have 7 foot total width. All right. we're gonna cut this up. All right, so I've got my layout on the inside, the marks that we made on both those boards on the outside, and I'm putting screws, and I'm putting the wood, once we cut down to 80 3/4, I'm putting that up against, in between those lines where it goes, and then I'm putting 3.5 inch screws, 3-inch screws. And then we'll have the frame, we'll pick it up, put it on the 4x4s, fasten it to the 4x4s in the right place, and we'll show you that. All right, so what we did is measure from the outside here to the outside of this, 16 inches. So this is 7 foot by 7 foot. So what I did was go ahead and get an 8 foot so I can put a step for her in the front. So we measured over 16 inches from the outside to this side, then screwed everything together, both sides, 2 screws, and now we're going to level it up. First thing we're going to do, level across the front. What does that say?
Level.
Right on. I didn't do that on purpose. That just happened to be. So then, I could do this after we put the plywood on, but then we'd have to reach underneath the plywood. So we're gonna be able to reach it without having to go underneath the plywood. So we gotta go up quite a bit. Let's go ahead and check this one. What I would like to do is get the wood off the ground so they don't have a tendency to rot. So we'll put a little bit of something on the front. Check it for level again.
You want me to stop?
Yeah, you can stop. All right, so we've got everything leveled up. We put the plywood on it. The extra boards that I had, and another one she had here, I made a step for it. Now we're going to manhandle this thing up on here, which you should be building it on here, but it wasn't done that way. So I'm not going to take it apart and then put it back together. We're going to try to move it up. And we'll put that camera on a pedestal, and you can watch us do the manhandling.
Push it up behind us, push it.
Yeah, I guess. Hold it. Alright, I'm doing the other side. Gonna have to push the whole of the thing or else it'll slip off. It's only hanging on about 2 inches or so. Push it. Let me get back there.
Looks good.
That side might push over a little bit. I think I'll get it. inch and a half screws in it. It doesn't look level. I don't know how, but we got that level. No, I'm not worried about that. The hole of the floor is not put some screws in the hole over these holes. Now, I'm a little bit worried about all the things that he did for me that are causing this thing to be crooked, because evidently he built it when it wasn't level. But we have it much better. We're using a level, having a level floor. Put the latch in, had missing bolts. Got little skylights. It's neat little thing. And I think that it'll be all right. I just worry about the roof. We may have to come back over and caulk it a little bit. I don't know. But we put little steps there, and now she can function with her Lowe's Craftsman /Craftsman plastic shed, which I'm not real impressed with. But there you go. It can be done. You are Americans, not Americans.